Hello, my name is Rich, aka cruelbrit, and this is the League of Gaming Gentlemen. Cue music.
It's time for the League of Gaming Gentlemen.
Play ball.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Moo. Oh, absolutely.
Moo. Don't get bored of it, do we?
Never gets old. Welcome, everybody, to episode 11 of season 1 of the League of Gaming Gentlemen. Just to explain what this is, it's a league, we are gentlemen, and we play games. It's as simple as that. And we are on the penultimate run-in to the league. Very exciting. I think it's even started to become a competition now, of sorts. Unless your name is Stuart Whitehouse. Hey. And as I have been for every one of these 11 so far, joined by the awesome crew, the middle-aged men of mystery, the loggers, the greatest competitors the gaming world has ever seen. It is Stu, James, Duane, and Dave.
Hello.
Hello,
everybody.
Hello,
Excellent.
boys. So we will.
Rain. All right, boys.
Yeah, Duane is getting exponentially creepier every single episode. He'll get maximum creep on the finale, I should imagine. Okay, so quick run through the schedule today. We will have a quick chit-chat to everyone, see what they've been getting up to since the last time we recorded, which was a little while ago. But hey, man, who's timing this? There
Certainly
are no
not
rules.
us.
Can't rush quality.
Exactly. It's about quality, not quantity or timing. Well, it's about neither, actually. So we'll have a chat to the boys, see how we're getting on. Quickly mention what we're doing for F1 and the final the season, but we won't prolong that too much for Duane's pleasure. And we will then just dive straight into it, the challenge. Which this week was Sonic, or this month, or this quarter, who knows. And then we will go to reveal the wheel. And that's it. It feels like it's going to be quite a light, fast, airy, breezy show, full of laughs, giggles, and everything like that. No. So
Not if I've got anything to do with it.
no, exactly. So on that note, without further ado, let's go to chirpy Mr. Stuart Whitehouse. How are you ginger grey beauty?
I'm good, thank you very much. And yourself? Are you good? You sound
very
chipper.
good.
You sound chipper.
Absolutely, yes.
So I can't remember what we've done since last time. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. Games I've been playing. The new Lego Star Wars game. It's not very good, but I can't stop playing it. No, it's boring. It's very cute and very Lego-y and very, if you like all that kind of thing, great. But there is absolutely no challenge to the point. There's this one section you can fly. No spoilers unless you've not seen A New Hope, which I doubt that you haven't. But anyway, you fly down.
If you've not seen A New Hope, then turn this podcast off now, and you can bugger off.
So you fly down the Death Star trench, and what you got to do, you're going to shoot the photon torpedoes into the exhaust pipe. You can actually just not bother, and it will do it for you anyway. The game has no urgency. There is no nothing.
It's a kids' game.
There's no challenge. And it's put to the point where even my lad of 7 is getting bored of playing it now.
Is it Peggy? Is it Peggy rating Dave?
I don't know what it is. But the thing is, it is.
Plus?
It is. I don't know whether it's been made with a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's been made with love," and it's all that. I don't know about that. It's very good, and the look of it is very good, and it's very authentic to the Lego brand and all that stuff. And it is nice going to various places, but I'm playing it now just to just
But
get.
if
it
it's
out the way.
boring and a bit
That's all.
shit, that's just standard Star Wars, isn't it?
Well, to be fair,
Hey.
I believe we've had a podcast about this, and I think we discussed this very in detail.
But despite how bad this game might be, or like, it's still better than any Star Trek game that's out there.
Well, they
Yes,
haven't
that's
made a
true.
Lego
Let's
Star
just
Trek,
say
have
that.
they? Have they made a Lego
They
Star
can't
Trek?
afford the license.
No.
Is that why Mega Bloks has got Star Trek licenses?
Mega Blocks.
Mega Bloks.
I saw some Aldi own brand Lego. That was Star Trek, yeah.
It's an okay game. I'm playing it. The problem is though the game is bugged and I'm stuck now. I can't progress in the actual story mission, so I've got to wait for a patch. So I'm playing all the side missions to get them out of the way. But I'm about to start, and I will probably stream my first attempt at it anyway. And I might go on camera for this one. Is Horizon Forbidden West.
Yay!
So
Excellent.
friend of mine has lent me the
Hey.
game. I've got the game. It's all installed. It's ready to go. I've been ill over the last week, so that's why I decided not to do anything with it. So I'm looking forward to that. Recently just seen the new Doctor Strange film. Very good, but I was very ill when I watched it, so I probably need to see it again. And no, it's all going, particularly around here, it's all going good. Everything's all nice. Family are great. Everything's good. Summer's starting to appear slowly. Eurovision, very soon. Looking forward to that.
Right.
Come on.
I was
it's the
saying
best!
yesterday, that's the one thing I miss down here is not having the Eurovision on the Saturday night.
To be fair,
It's just
I will
so much
tell
fun.
you.
Well, they don't.
yeah, it
They
is.
don't even show it. I mean, for God's sake, Australia are in it, aren't they?
I think, but it's on like ridiculously early on like a Sunday morning, and I'm like, oh,
It's rubbish.
Yeah, I
it's not the same.
I
Shut
love.
up.
Yes, it's meant to be
It's
rubbish,
great.
and that's the
It's
whole
awesome.
point. It's.
If you think it's rubbish, you're watching it wrong.
I have no interest. To be fair, I don't watch any songs or anything leading up. I just do it for the day, and it's that 4 hours of just having a drink
Just
with some friends.
Put your
and
gold
watching
hot
it.
pants on.
And it's the best.
Exactly.
It's around the
How
house.
can you? You must be hot.
Did you just say you don't watch the songs? Would you just watch the scoring?
No.
No,
Sorry.
the-
You know the
no,
lead up. You know where they
the
have like
semi-finals.
yeah. I don't watch any of them. I just watch the final, and then yeah.
I didn't know.
I've
they had
got to admit,
semi-finals.
over the past few years.
Olga from Latvia,
Yeah.
here she is with her mother making milk.
I can't wait. It's going to be the greatest. This year is going to be quite interesting. So, because of all the political things going on at the moment.
There you go.
So,
Bit of
so-
shooting for Ukraine, I
but
think.
yeah. But anyway, that's enough for me.
And it doesn't
That's
matter how many
excellent.
points Russia gets, we will get less.
They're
They're not even in
they're
it.
banned, you fool.
Are they not?
They,
Are they banned?
they
Good.
can't. They can't be in anything at the minute, can they?
They were literally they were literally out on their ear. It was the first sanction.
And they went, fucking hell, what are we going to do? We're going to stop war
Fuck
now.
out of Eurovision, shit.
It
They
is
mean
the,
business.
It is the first thing that with the West pull out in terms of sanctions is a
Can't
ban
be
on
Eurovision.
Eurovision. It's soft power, mate. It's exactly what it is. But you know,
Ireland were going, pick me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, before we get too political, let's move on to old Rainbow Eyes, Mr. Yarwood, and that won't make any sense to anyone
no one will
listening.
have a clue.
But he has a rainbow eye filter for some reason. But there you go. Loving your
Yeah.
work. What's
Not a
going on?
lot. Not a lot, really. I haven't played. That's
Oh,
it.
good. All right,
Dwayne,
Dwayne.
you're up.
Easy, okay.
2 years we've been doing podcasting, James, and you always start with I haven't been doing much.
Really?
You know, just
Haven't been doing much.
just write something down. Make it up.
I do always
Just
make it up. I say, oh,
don't-
not a lot, and then I
Starting to become a
No, I-
catchphrase.
spew stuff for 5-10 minutes. I haven't
Fair
done
enough.
much.
Go on. What have,
No, I haven't done much gaming, but when I have been, it's still been Horizon Forbidden West, just running around, not really
Okay.
following much of the story, just doing side missions and finding new and interesting ways to kill machines and shit like that. Still playing FIFA as always. I'll never not play that probably.
What
Yeah.
about when it stops being FIFA? And it's
When it
become
stops being
Schmeefa?
FIFA and is whatever it is, or playing golf. That's when you
Yeah, a
play.
bit of golf. Always like a bit of golf, competitive golf. You like a bit of competitive golf at midnight, don't you, Rich?
Nope. I've actually broken the controller, so I'll admit that now. I will show you that. I threw my controller.
Oh,
I
did you
hate
really?
you,
Oh,
and I
wow.
hate playing games against you. I hate
Wow.
you. I hate playing games against you. I don't know why I bother doing it, both socially and competitively in this. Golf pushed me over the edge. So yeah, so this is the way that James plays golf. He's 100 and something yards out of the hole. For Duane's thing, you've got to get a little round egg into a little hole on a green bit, just in case you didn't know that.
Like snooker, then.
Yeah, and James will often do this. Oh, I just hit it. Oh, I fucked it. Oh no, it's in. Hole in one. and then a little notice appears on his screen is Richard Purvis left the chat. PlayStation off.
You think you only lasted?
It's happened
You
about
only
4 times
lasted
now.
11 holes out of 18 last time. Anyway, so like Stu, I've been to the new Doctor Strange film. That's good. That is. I like it. I thought it was good. I was luckily wasn't sick like Stu, which is good.
I've been told there's some quite dark scenes in it for
Scary.
a 12.
It's
Break-ins
scary,
of necks and heads exploding.
Yeah, there
and
is.
all
Yeah,
sorts of stuff.
It's the bloke that did Evil Dead, isn't it? So there's,
Oh, Sam.
Yeah,
What's
Sam
Sam
Raimi.
Raimi?
Sam Raimi. Oh, I thought because I was ill that really happened in the film.
Gonna go and watch Top Gun when that's out. Oh, of course
No.
I'm going with my sister-in-law, and she's like, "Oh, you've got a Top Gun T-shirt. You should wear that." And I'm like, "No, I'm not wearing that. I refuse to wear that."
Looks like possibly the worst film I've ever seen a trailer for.
It's going to be a great film.
Come
It's going
on.
to be great. Nostalgia. I watched for the first time. It's not old film, but watched Mad Max Fury Road the other day,
That's
That's a good movie.
That is a good film.
and that was
That
good.
is a good movie, yeah.
That was good. That was nice little watch. That was. Yeah, that's about it. Really, haven't really been playing much games recently. I've been watching Umbrella Academy.
That's
was
great.
very, very good.
That
So
is
I think the
really
wife
good,
and I
yeah.
started it a few years ago, and
Any museums?
pardon?
Been to? Any museums?
No,
Dragged
no
kids to?
museums.
Castles? Been to any castles or anything?
Yeah, actually, I have been. I have
Have
actually.
you?
I have actually. Over half term, I did go to castles. I went to. I did indeed, and it was lovely. Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
me really. Not a huge amount of interesting stuff.
Fantastic. Well, good. Well, good to have you here. Glad you're enjoying life. Brilliant. I've just annoyed myself with the golf thing. So, take the shine off it. Anyway, DIY Dave, you need to do some DIY on your laptop because you're not on the camera and you're all
No,
over the shop.
I'm
How are
having
you
technical
generally?
difficulties tonight.
Yep.
Don't know
Okay.
why. Right, what have I been up to then? Well, I've just sent you boys a photo. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
I'll have
very
a
nice.
look now.
You looks like you're
your
building some sort
Knob
of
again.
frame.
If it's your knob.
No, it's not. This is
No, it's not my knob.
this is the next instalment of DIY.
It
Dave.
is. It is
not-
wood.
it's not
It is
knob.
wood.
It's not a
Yeah,
knob.
that's
It's
all
a
right.
dick.
Ah,
You got wood.
that is that's
Nice.
the base gone down for my summer house. So the sort of
Oh, it's somehow.
main reason I moved house really. So that started. So chuffed with that.
Excited.
Yeah.
What's gonna go inside the summer house?
So there'll be a bar. There'll be a dartboard.
Is it yours?
Mate, that's my
It's actually yours.
personal space. Yes, that's my thing.
Oh, are you gonna get the
so
PlayStation
good.
and everything in there?
It's going to be a pub.
Yeah, pretty much. There'll be a bit of seating, a table, some games. I do want to get, maybe our listeners can help actually. I want an arcade cabinet, but one which will just play a few games. So some kind of emulator inside a cabinet. So
Well, Mr. Southall is your man to go to, but be warned, he will pizzazzle you with all the info, all of it. There's so much info. You'll be going, stop talking. Ah!
yeah,
No, Dave, he's your go-to guy. For
yeah.
anything
Hook me up,
arcade
Dave. Hook me up with something.
So it sounds like you're making Dave's pub, Dave the landlord. What's going to be the pub name, or are we allowed to name it?
Oh, new wheel. New wheel.
Oh, I'm not doing another fucking wheel. But you can name it if you want. If you come up with something that I like.
Packer in.
Pack her in.
Do you know what? I might actually.
That's all right.
Pack her in. You used to do that, didn't you? You used to pack your girlfriends in. I'll pack just pack her in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's been going on.
Well, Duane used to pack them in a suitcase and
Take it.
hide them in the garden.
It still does. Oh, what?
He used to pack them in the bathroom with a bit of hydrochloric acid.
That's it.
What have I been watching? I too have.
Not in a bath. Have you not seen Breaking Bad?
You don't do that. It just
in a
falls
bath.
through the floor.
Oh, I don't know. All right.
Good advice. Thank you very much.
I too have seen Doctor Strange tonight, actually. So not long come back from that. Yeah, that was good. It was a bit sort of scary in parts. Decent film. Enjoyed that.
Well, that's good because I thought you fell out of love with Marvel films.
No, I didn't go and
awesome.
see Eternals at the pictures because that just looked rubbish.
Oh no, nobody did.
But all the others I went to, yeah, that was good. I'll tell you what I have fallen out of love with is Picard on Amazon Prime.
It is
season
awful,
2
isn't it?
was I love all that stuff, but season 2 was fucking dreadful.
Yeah, I've watched them all as well, and it was good, and then really bad, and then one episode was good, and then it just went even worse. So I don't know.
But I did watch something on Amazon called Outer Range. Have you guys watched any of that?
No.
It's good. It's got Josh Brolin in it. He plays a cowboy at a ranch. He owns this ranch, and the ranch has got like a supernatural hole in the ground. It's like a very mysterious thing. I won't say anything more about it, but 8 episodes. That's well worth a watch.
Okay, awesome. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. And Duane, need I ask what you've been doing?
Chopping up bodies and hiding in suitcases.
2 games. No, I haven't been doing that. God.
All right.
God.
He protests too much. Goth protests
He
too
does,
much.
doesn't he?
Right. So, TV, not really done anything. Watched a thing called Station 11. It was... I wouldn't not recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it, if you know what I mean. It was all right. Bit weird, but I enjoyed it. We were watching a couple of really old movies. We watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, because Lydia had never seen it.
What?
Well, she's a little bit younger than I am, so
That's
What? What is she?
okay.
Moving on. Moving on.
Anyway, and then this weekend I said, "Well, what do you fancy watching like tonight?" Then she said, "I've never seen Predator," and I went, "Okay,
Wow.
Hang on.
You're
How
choosing-
old is
you're
this
choosing-
woman? Yes.
you're choosing Predator," and she's like, "Yeah, I've never seen it." So we watched it, and afterwards she's like, "Yeah, it was all right," and I'm like, "Okay, I didn't think it had aged particularly well. It's some of it seemed a little bit dated, but you know."
But that's
it is what it is.
but that's what she likes, Duane.
Hey! Oh, I fed that one to you, you bastard.
It did, absolutely. Thank God.
So yeah, that's that. Gaming, I've been playing, or I've played Horizon Zero Dawn. I finished that and platinumed it.
Platinum
And as
Day.
much-
Plat. Nice.
Platinum, whee! And as much as I really, really enjoyed it, to get the platinum, there's a couple of really annoying things you have to do, and that's the fighting pits.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I think the fighting without when you're not using your bows or anything like your extra weapons is the game's real weakness. It really, really is. It's very, very frustrating. And then
It is a bit basic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
So
not, it feels
when I
like
had
the
to
mechanics are there, but they're not.
Yeah, there was something that was just very, very wrong. So for the last section of that, you actually end up, spoiler alert, anyway, you end up fighting this old lady who basically goes all Yoda on your ass. And it was just impossible. I actually had to put the difficulty down so I could actually do it to get that one trophy, because I just couldn't do it. There's no lock-on. So when you're playing games like Bloodborne or Demon's Souls or Elden Ring, there's a lock-on which allows you then to basically kind of like keep track of where the enemy is. There's nothing like that. So I think the basic fighting, like like I say, not using weapons, is this game's real weakness. But anyway, apart from that, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. Thought it was awesome. Finished it, platinumed it. So that's gone to bed now until any DLC arrives. And then I moved on to Elden Ring, which is kicking...
Not another one. Oh,
Not another
Elden
one,
Ring
sorry.
this, Elden Ring that, Elden Ring, Elden Ring.
It's great. It's awesome. Loving it. But it kicks my ass, which is kind of, I think, what I'm gonna kind of allude to now. I think the difficulty on some of the bosses is so insane that it's actually been designed that you have to do it in co-op. There is like it's relentless. You can't. There's no breathing room. There's like no forgiveness, so you have to have somebody in with you helping you. Which for me, I think, kind of takes like a little bit of the spirit away, because I think I pretty much did all the Bloodborne bosses on my own. I think all the Demon Souls bosses I think pretty much did on my own.
What is
more of a challenge
confusing?
with that.
Yeah, what is confusing in that is that the open world thing is great. The choose where you go, the judge whether or not you're in a hard area or not area and back out. All of that's is an amazing design. But the fact you can kind of judge, you can access the boss at a certain level, so you can get through the run up to it and get to the mist to get in, gives you a full sense of security that you should be able to do that boss on your own.
You should be there,
like,
yeah,
if you
absolutely.
should be able to get there, you should have been enough level. Now, if you're really struggling to get there, there's a different thing, right? And you think, well, I've really eked way through, so
I've overstepped.
Overstepped, but yeah, no, I do get you right. So, you know, and that we've taken a couple of bosses on ourselves.
Yes,
Kind
we
of.
did, and well, we did before we recorded here. We did one, and then we like joined up, and then we invited some other random person who basically just did the fight for us for both of our accounts. So it was like, okay, well,
Are you okay with that?
But
though,
the two, I kind of think it's a little bit cheap, to be honest. I actually there's a part of me that's not okay with that. After doing Bloodborne on my own and Demon Souls on my own, I kind of think that because you have to get somebody else in to help you.
What is confusing me about that, so, you know, we were taking on a particular boss that is, I guess, sort of high-low level, if that makes any sense, sort of level 50,
Yeah, it's
60,
kind of,
isn't it? That's
yeah.
what we are. But I really thought that it downgraded. So when I joined Dave, it downgraded everything on my... I thought it did anyway. Perhaps it doesn't.
What are you trying to
I
say,
think
Rich?
perhaps I was
You're
just
allowed
shit.
like
Well, this guy came in and just...
There's a
was
window of
clearly
allowance
level
with the
1,000,000.
levels.
Huh?
There is a window of allowance with the levels. So, because we're quite close to each other, I don't think it scales us, but I think because Dave is that much lower than you, it scales you down.
I know. We're not as close to Dave as we are each other, Dwayne.
No.
That's
So I think you're
we've
about
always known
60 and
that.
I'm like
to be honest,
62 or 63, so I think we're close enough.
when Rich
But it won't scale us.
when Rich joined to help me with Margit, I, like you, Duane, I thought this is going to be a bit cheap and I'll feel a bit unsatisfied. But luckily, he was no fucking help whatsoever, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I like to keep the. I didn't want it to. I could have just taken him down, but you know.
Yeah. Thank you for not doing that,
Yeah.
Rich. Thank you.
No, I was on the chat, came in all sort of cock a hoop, like, oh, I'll help out, Davey boy.
Yeah, this will be
they
easy.
just smash me around, embarrass me on live on the stream.
Yeah, enjoying the game. I think it's awesome, but so that's just my only thing. It's like the bosses are just so insane, and the damage and the reach on some of them is just crazy. You kind of try to back away, then they're on you and like smash you down before you've even had a chance to heal. It's just, I better than I expect. So many people be going, "Oh, just get good." Like, okay, fair enough. I'll just grind for 1,000,000 hours and just get my level all the way up. But you know, that's the alternative.
There does seem that, and the cheese man Jacko is, I think, taking that tactic. I don't think he took down the first spot. I don't think he took Margaret down until he was, I heard a rumour, over 120.
Oh my god, that's crazy! Because I'm only 60, and the hours I've put in to get there is just mental.
Jacko likes.
Yeah.
He's happy to do a good farm, a cheesy farm.
He's one for the cheese. Yeah,
He is definitely a cheese farmer.
I mean, I do, but not to that degree.
Yeah, I mean, on that,
Dave.
I mean, on that, yeah, I definitely like this game. I definitely feel more comfortable in it than Bloodborne. It is kind of, I am kind of thinking, well, should I go back and do Bloodborne? But I think that, I don't know. I just don't know where I am. I'm trying to stay away from walkthroughs. I do, but the other thing is it's so obtuse
Well, yeah, when we were playing the other day, and we actually ended
look.
up looking what we had to do, and that what we had to do, we would not have guessed, or it's not something you just randomly fall on. It was just weird.
Yeah, it was a main progression. The main
random.
progression in the game to get to the bosses that we've been fighting meant that we had to have randomly walked through a large, nondescript area, seen a dragon, walked behind a dragon, picked up something that was hidden behind a bush behind the dragon, picked it up, and then it opened to the next thing. So I don't know whether... I mean, you're usually quite good at this sort of thing, Duane, so even you were saying it's not something you could have stumbled upon without a walkthrough. So but the people who are nailing this in weeks, I really can't see them doing it without doing walkthroughs, surely to God.
There must be some kind of element of that for some of them. Or they just play so much. Well, I think this game's going to keep me going for most of the rest of the year, I'll be honest.
Have you, Dave, are you still enjoying?
Yeah, I had a couple of solo runs at Margit the other day. Got him to kind of under half a couple of times, so I'm sort of quite happy with that. The one complaint, and I don't know if that's the case with other games of this type or not, I'm not sure, it's just the stagger mechanic. When you get staggered, it seems to take ages to get unstaggered, and it's just you're just in that state for too long. I think that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I mean, they've got. I mean, what you've kind of got to get into a mindset, a Bloodborne mindset, I guess, because they're very, very clever with the timing of attacks. Because they know that you want to twitch and roll away.
Yeah.
But if something's shooting at you, like even the magic comes out and it stops, it waits, and then it fires, and then they'll do a jump attack. But it will sort of jump attack, then swipe, then do another attack, all in timing that doesn't feel natural. Whereas you would nod to just spam roll.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Making me hungry.
Spam roll, exactly. So yeah, love and hate this game, I think, equally.
But I'm very early doors with it, so yeah, I need to kind of put more time in. I'm not putting many hours into it a week. I need to kind of up my game on that, really.
James, Stu, are you tempted?
Well, I've got it.
Not at all.
I've had it. I bought it ages ago. Absolutely ages.
Oh, you were doing what I was doing.
If he played it, he would finish it really easily.
Why?
No, because I'm the if man.
If he played it,
Yeah,
if he played it, he wouldn't. Yeah,
finish it.
yeah.
10 minutes.
He'd
10 minutes.
No,
Ridiculous.
to be fair, I said, and I've stuck to it, that I won't start it until I've finished Horizon.
And exactly right, because I said exactly the same.
That's exactly because
and I jumped in it, and I have not picked up Horizon.
Yeah, exactly.
Once since.
It destroyed Outer Wilds for me. I'll never finish Outer Wilds now because I just
but you lost love of that anyway, so you just need an excuse.
Yeah, and that was the excuse.
Probably drop that.
Yeah.
How about you, Rich? Quick.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got what have I got coming up at the end of this month? I'm going to Monaco for the F1.
Ooh.
Are you?
Which is very
No
exciting.
way.
Checking on the
Can
flat,
I
Rich, are you?
can I come with you? Can I come with you? Do you want to pay for my ticket?
Whereabouts are you going to be?
I'm in Café de Paris, which overlooks the finishing line.
No.
So,
Jesus.
for all you all the F1 fans out there, we've all played Monaco. You know it's my favourite track. I love it. Although it's hurt, it's broken my heart a few times in our world. But yeah. So when you come round the back, you do the last bend, and then you just hit that straight just after the pits.
What?
Cafe
Sorry, I
de
wasn't paying
Paris
attention.
is
Come
up
in the
on
back
the
round the
left-hand
bend.
side. Yep. When you go, so,
Is it a cafe then, Rich? Is it? You're sitting in a cafe, but in the cafe you can see over there.
Yeah, you're in a cafe. So the cafe restaurant is on the second
Tell you
floor.
what,
So you just
I bet
spend the
a
day
cup
there.
of tea's expensive in there.
Yeah, I suspect it's going to be a little bit pricey. So I'll bring my sandwiches and Lucas Aid along in my little one-off pack, and that's what I'll be doing. So,
mate, that's going to be ace.
You're so
super
jealous.
stoked for that.
Very jealous.
Super stoked for that. And then I've just been playing Elden Ring, mixed in with a bit of FIFA every now and again, and I think I've spoken enough about Elden Ring. But yeah, that was a game I knew I should not have started if I wanted to play anything else. So I'll see. I hope I've got the stamina to get through it. I picked it the other day. I haven't looked since I've actually moved on a couple of bosses, but I was 30 hours in and it said 5% complete. So,
ignore the percentage. Just play it in.
I'm hoping.
But that's just percentage for the main.
Yeah, don't worry about
the percentage for the main story. And there are so many optional bosses, so there's just so much more.
Yeah.
And listen, when you've had enough, just pack a 5 it when you've had enough. So
I am enjoying it. I wish it was in a slightly different world that I more enjoy, more fantasy world. The Bloodborne games, it's still got that element of it just being a little bit grim to run around, but it is better than Bloodborne because
it's
some
more
of the
colourful.
areas aren't as grim. Yeah, it's more colourful. It's not so dark and just icky. But yeah, no. That is awesome. So that's it. What I've been watching, I've actually gone right back. I started watching 2 comedy series of what I'm about 5 seasons into The Office. I've been just banging through that. I don't know if I mentioned that last time.
I think you might have done, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Good. So still enjoying that, and Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
Which is good, and they're just awful people. But it's very funny, and that is about it. So okay, we're all caught up, I think it's time just to have a quick check in about what we're doing with F1, without spoiling how F1 season ends, and literally be 2 minutes. Duane, before you bugger off, which I can see you getting prepared to do. So let's have a.
I'm starting a timer.
Let's have a quick catch up on F1, and then it'll be on to the main event. All right. Okay. So we finished the F1 season
now.
Oh, okay. Thanks very much. Yeah. Okay. So the F1 season is finished. Stu, do we want to talk about the results and the thing, or should we talk about what we're going to do to finish the season off?
Yeah, what we might try and do is do a little F1 special, so we keep it out of the way of Duane. Because we all have to tippy toe around Duane all the time. So
I'll kill you.
So we'll do like a little. It'll only be like a half an hour thing or something like that. But like a nice little rundown of the highs and lows and all that of the game. But the scores are on the Facebook page, so if anybody actually wants to get some spoilers, it's all there for them. So
yeah, and then we'll explain what exactly happened. We're planning on doing an invitational. I don't know if we will have done that before this podcast goes out, or whether or not. But yeah. So what's the plan for the invitational? We're looking to get
just.
Try and get the crew together.
Try and get
Dave.
Try and get everyone, as many people in as who want to do it. So there were 10 people doing the season. So there's another 10 cars available for people to fill if they would like to join. And it's just going to be a one-off race. We'll do a full qualifying session, but we'll do but we're going to have it with damage on, pace car, safety car on, formation lap on, all that sort of stuff. Like a proper F1 race weekend, just without the practice, because that would be nightmarish.
Can we sit in a cafe as well?
Unfortunately, no. No, if we can sit in a cafe, I'm in.
Okay, so yeah, we'll put something out on the Facebook page. Dave, will you join us, or have you not bought the game?
Well, I haven't bought it.
The game's out. The game is for free.
It's on now, isn't it? Is it on now?
Yeah.
If the game's free, then yeah, I'm in. I'm not paying for the fucker, but if it's free, I'm in. Definitely.
Excellent. Duane.
If it's free.
Duane.
Go on, Duane.
Would there be any way we could convince you to come to the Invitational for one race?
I don't know, maybe.
Listen, damage is on. All you need to do is fuck up the first corner and you're out, so don't worry about it.
Go on, Duane. Duane, if I'm going to do it, you'll have to do it.
If it's free, maybe. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There's a possibility.
It's not free.
Duane
I'm willing to
can
buy the
make
game
his
for him.
F1 debut on probably one of the hardest settings that it could possibly be set at. But yeah, any idea on the track yet, or we'll
pick it. I wasn't gonna. I was toying with the idea of being ridiculous and being Monaco, but that would just be stupid. So, no, it'll be something that's where there's not that many chances where you will wreck your car.
Great Britain?
Yeah, Silverstone could be a good shout. Yeah.
Oh, that on American circuit or French circuit, something like that.
But we'll pick one. We'll have a look. I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Preferably one that wasn't part of the season.
Good plan. Good plan. All right, so guys, look out for that. And yeah, as you say, we'll do a full season roundup mini podcast to round it all off. So that leads us on to the main event. So no real life challenge this month yet, and I think we still got a couple.
I thought we were going to talk. I was going to tell you what I want you to do.
He's going to announce it, isn't he?
I was going to announce it because we know what it is. I was going to tell you what I want.
Oh, it is.
Let's do that now.
Yeah, go on.
So let's do that now then. Let's do that. So okay, so we haven't done the real life challenge, and so so what are we doing for the real life challenge? Because I've completely forgotten.
Okay, so Dave's pet Tilly, I think it was Tilly, picked for us. I say how high.
Okay.
It is. It's a skipping challenge. You all have to get a skipping rope, and I want as many skips as you can manage. I'm going to say in 3 minutes, because seriously, you will die if you're like not anywhere near fit. You will die 3 minutes.
Oh come on, my body's
I'll be dead after about 20 seconds.
Yeah,
this is
it's mental.
Absolutely designed for me.
Yeah, that's why he's done it.
It wasn't designed for you, but I've got high hopes for you, Rich. Let's just put it that way. So 3 minutes, and you have to skip. It has to be a skipping rope. You have to jump the skipper rope, and it will be as many jumps as you can achieve in the 3 minutes.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of the ways that how are you going to lock off James from cheating?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
I feel there's literally some loopholes here. You've got to be holding the skip. You've got to be holding the skip rope yourself.
If you want to get somebody else to help you, I don't see that's really going to make much difference.
It's got to be standard skipping, isn't it? As we
I'd say standard solo skipping.
Yeah.
I think
Rocky
just like
style.
Your standard solo skipping.
Well, what international standard solo skipping rules? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because we all know those.
Yeah, the Aubrey or the Janice rule.
And
Janice.
Rich, you're saying you fancy yourself for this, but any activity for James, a solo activity that involves a lot of wrist movement, I think we might be in trouble.
Yay!
Excellent.
So yeah, that's your challenge. Good luck, boys. I want your videos. You will have to have a timer in view so I can see again that you're not messing around.
How are you going to count the skips?
I can. They're not going to be that fast, mate. Honest.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but if somebody's doing that, but you have to clear the rope. You have to jump over the rope. So anything which isn't where it's over the rope, that doesn't count. So if you're doing one of those
successful skip counts.
Only a successful. So if you're doing that fancy shit where it goes to the side, that won't count because that's.
I'm sorry, but the rules are going to be so many arguments over this when we submit them.
Yeah, and you've got to be in full view. We don't want to suddenly see James's camera suspiciously looking like a young
just his face.
His face,
I get my daughter to do
the
it.
bottom half just being the size
full
2
body.
size 2 patent school shoes skipping. That's not James's feet.
Anyway, so that's that. Good luck.
Wow, that was you could give me a million guesses and I wouldn't
So
have
what?
got that.
Can you just remind us of the scoring for that one as well? What happens? Do we get a point, 2 points, 3 points?
2 points, and it's only 2 points for the winner. So if there's any tying, which there won't be, if there's any tying, it doesn't
that'll
matter.
just make it. That'll just make it shorter, wouldn't it? If you tied it, just even more difficult.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Dave, that
We
joke
can try that.
is just so
Shit.
that that I had to pipe up and just tell Duane to shut up. It was a joke.
Was it a joke? Oh, I didn't even realise it was a joke.
Oh God! All right, okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good. Right, okay. Well, we have got go into this month's challenge or this episode's challenge, which was Sonic. Duane, it was your challenge, I believe. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. I decided to shake things up a little this time. I decided that instead of just doing your bog standard time trial, that I would do collecting rings on a level. So it was the time attack level, ironically, but it was collecting rings on a level, and you had to finish the level in 2.5 minutes. And I also decided that it wasn't going to be best single score, but an accumulative score across all 3 attempts. Now, I did this so it showed consistency rather than just one lucky run, which I'm glad I did, because it actually would have changed the outcome quite dramatically.
Well, okay. So that was the way that it was set up. Was it? Is it even possible to say what the scores were before the challenge?
We did say, everybody just go off and watch the video. And then
Just go watch the video.
Overcomplicated.
It's
watch
quite
that
it'll
video.
be short. It'll be short,
Yeah,
but it's fine.
Yeah. And there you go. We have the results, and let's talk about how that went then. So you would have seen the scores if you watched it, but if you didn't go and watch it, Stu, what were the results?
The results, I will give the general overview, and then we can look at each attempt if you want to. So at the bottom was Dave and myself with 0 points. And then, here's a turn up for the books. James, 3rd. Rich, 2nd. And Duane, 1st.
Go on,
So
Duane.
Duane
I
gets
got it
3
first.
points.
I won.
Congratulations,
I won
Duane
one.
boy. That was the first time that your eyes had actually lit up with excitement about doing anything on this podcast.
I know, I was like, I won!
Absolutely, finally
first.
managed to engage you to the podcast. Although for someone who's been utterly uninterested in the competition all the way through 11 episodes,
You're not doing too bad.
you are still doing markedly better than Mr. Nearly Man Whitehouse. You even didn't bother including yourself in that score league rundown there. You went from Dave, missed yourself out. So
I just can't even be bothered mentioning me.
we assume. So let's. Shall we start with how it went for you, Dave?
Well, shall I give Dave's total points? So out of the 3 attempts, he scored 25 points.
So he collected 25 rings in total.
On 3
Yes, I
runs.
believe so. Yes, on attempt 2. Attempt 1 and 3 were no points.
Yeah.
So this is the lowest point of my gaming career, I've got to say that. It's even worse than the golf thing, Rich, when I got pissed and threw it away because I just got drunk when we were playing everybody's golf.
I mean, 25 rings over 3 attempts is pretty.
So
the fact you can pick up 10 rings at the very last thing without getting hit on anything meant you could have got 30 by just getting to the end and picking up the 3 rings at the end. But
technically it was 2 runs. So the first run, I ran out of time. I did it in sort of 2 minutes 32 or something. So I was outside the 2 minutes 30.
Yeah.
So I scored 0. The second run, I lost all my rings near the end, almost at the end. And I was so despondent. The third run, I committed suicide.
Yep. You literally
I just immediately ran into just the first enemy and just killed myself. It was fortunate I didn't actually kill myself as well after that, because that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
So, listeners, if you've decided not to go and watch it, just Dave's reaction there should tempt you into stopping the recording, finding the podcast, forwarding to the last run, or the third run, was it? I can't remember, fourth run, and just watch Dave's. It was beyond pathetic.
I was so fed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got beaten by a man who was playing an entirely different game. An entirely different set of rules was playing. Mr. Whitehouse, what game were you playing?
I hate this blue.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I hate Sonic with so much fucking anger, and everything about this game is shit. The graphics, the fucking sound, the music. Oh, the god! I played my game without any music because it was so annoying. I just wanted to stab it.
I found that very weird to watch it without the music.
With no music,
It was horrible.
Anyway, when I read the rules, I did typical Stu, didn't read it right, as per usual, and I thought it was a speed run. So for a week, I've been practicing this thing, and I got I think the course we were on, I think, Duane, you gave it a 2 minutes 30, was it? You had to do the course.
2 minutes 30, yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking, speed, I could do this in like just under a minute. Why on earth is he putting a time limit for speed? And I just think so. I was kept on doing the speed run. I was getting quite good, and I was figuring out where all the bits were. And then it's only in the last day I read it again and went, oh shit! It says many ring. I can spend as long as I want, as long as I finish in 2.5 minutes.
Get in the rings. That was the point of it.
Yeah. So I obviously didn't practice that.
No, that was very evident. You didn't practice that because you had no idea where
I
to
did
go.
okay. My total score was 289. For somebody who hates the game as much as me, I think I did quite well. To be fair, I thought I would have been last.
Yep.
But my first attempt, I got 69, and I got 70, and I got 150. So my progression was going up. So it's going in the right direction. But unfortunately, I still got no points for that. But honestly, I never want to play a Sonic game ever again. And if it ever comes up in a challenge and on a wheel, I'm forfeited instantly. I'm not doing it. You can screw off. I'm not doing it.
Screw off.
Screw off. Some very, very, very strong emotions have been induced by this, Mr. Pearson.
Unless it's a speed run,
Oh
then
yeah,
I'm all over
speed
it.
run will be fine. Yeah, it wasn't quite a patch on Astrobot, but it's definitely a good. These type of games are definitely good League games. I think there's just the way that the platformers and that do suit leaguing quite well. And Mr. Yarwood, a disappointing third.
Yeah.
His total score was 547.
Yeah. I'm also the only one of the five of us who used a different character.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot that bit.
Yeah, cheating bastard.
No, I specifically asked repeatedly what the rules were to get them confirmed because I was planning on using Tails because he can fly. And I used Tails and he can fly because I was regularly getting 220, 230 coins per run. But unfortunately, when it got to game time, the pressure got to me and I folded. I didn't fold quite as much as Dave, but I succumbed to the pressure and did not perform at my best.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I saw you pick Tails up, and then I saw what you could do with Tails in terms of flight, all the things that I had practiced to try and get a run. My maximum run before I done it was sort of 180, 190, and I thought that was a pretty decent run to get with Sonic. I sometimes I got 200, but just to see you get Tails and then just cheese 220, 230 rings, when some of those routes that you were dropping on the Dr. Robotnik's bit where you could just go and gather all those rings, my heart just sank, and I just thought, oh my god, James is absolutely cheesing this one with Tails. But you choked, darling.
I did, but I was saved by Duane in the end.
Yeah. So,
well, the next person was obviously Rich on number 2, and he got 564, so not that far in front of James.
There wasn't
really.
a lot in
No,
But no,
it was
I mean,
very
yeah,
close.
so-
I had to. I knew the run that I'd been doing before was not going to be good enough. It was not. It wasn't going to catch up. So my last run, I had to change to a practically unknown route and just take the risk I could get 200. I think I needed to get 220 rings or something like that. Something I'd never done. So I was quite pleased to have done that. On my first couple of runs was not quite as strong. They were quite safe runs, but I managed to pip James to that. And then Duane, you came on and absolutely nailed it.
Duane's score was 611.
611. That's averaging over 200 a run, which is almost a perfect run.
Slow and steady. But if you look at the individual best scores, I think if I'd just done like the single best being you're the one you put forward, actually would have changed the outcome. I can't remember like who.
No, I think
James wouldn't have been last.
No, I think James. I think your best run was about 239. It was something obscene. It was only because you hit something and lost half your rings on one of your runs that
on another run
that opened the door. So
yeah, I'm glad I engineered it that way. It helped.
It was for once the rules helped us, and James failed to cheat his way through the rules. So how does that leave the league scores then? Excitingly enough,
well, it still can be played for. Right, so I'll start from the bottom again. So I'm on 4, no change there. Dave on 12, Duane on 13, Rich on 18.
I've moved to 3rd. Oh yeah.
James is on 20. There's only 2 points in it now.
And this stupid real life challenge does not suit me and my big fat belly, but it definitely suits Rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am not a good skipper, so
I think it could be all on the real life challenge and all on the next challenge.
Paint a picture, if Rich does win this real life challenge, we go into the final challenge tied at 20 points.
Toe.
Or not 20 points, but we're tied.
Yeah, tied at 20 points to go into the final challenge. That will be exciting.
It would be.
But even if I don't, there's still an outside possibility. And not to blow what we talk about in F1, I've got precedent on this, so I can easily blow it. But that also does create a very interesting 3rd and 4th battle.
It does.
Dave, are you proud enough to take this next challenge seriously, to try and not be 4th?
I've had a couple
bronze
of bad
medal competition.
months.
This is.
I've had a couple of bad months. Sonic was just a disaster. What was the one before? I had a nightmare on that one as well. I can't remember what that was.
Steep.
Steep.
Oh, I got stuck on that fucking thing.
Yeah, that was
the game.
Oh
Just
my god! I might go
the
back
game
and watch
me.
that video. That is hilarious.
So I've not scored a point for 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't know. So I'm in a bit of free fall. But yeah, I need to. Well, depending on what the wheel picks. The video's not working. My video's not working tonight, so I'll pick whatever I want it to pick. Want it basically. For the last game, we've got how many real life challenges have we got left? One or 2.
This is it. This is the last one.
Last one.
Right,
so this
okay.
is it. So in reality, yes, it's if you can win the real life challenge, you can hop over Duane, but you'll be a point ahead. Is that right? You're on 12 and 13 points. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going head to head on it, and a bronze medal up for grabs. Look, we haven't even got a gold medal or a trophy yet, and I've been trailing that for over a year. So we'll see. I doubt a bronze medal is going to appear out of anywhere, but a moral bronze medal anyway. So that's good. So Dave, but advantage you, Dave, slightly because you get to put a choice on the wheel, and that may well be worth coming.
And I get to just basically pick what the wheel lands on.
Well, look, I mean, this whole league could be over if you do something dumb like pick another absolute James Banker like AO Tennis, which I fear is still on the wheel.
Yeah, did I pick that one last time?
Yes.
You
Yes.
Did,
Yeah,
you did. You
I did. So that's still on there.
blithering idiot.
Well, I'll tell you what else is on there then. The Atari Flashback Classics
Now
is on there, which I think is Stu's pick.
Now that would be a good one. I would love that.
No, that would be horrendous.
That could be
I
very
played.
Doesn't like the sound of that. It's
Well, a couple
interesting.
of months ago, I turned it on and was like, ugh. So.
Yeah, it might be yours. Reaction might be the same as Stu's with Sonic. Just don't like it. It's not your era.
Then we've got. I'll film in a minute. We've got Totally Reliable Delivery Service, which is
we
your
don't.
pick, James.
Which we don't, because obviously that's not available anymore, so I actually need to pick it up.
Oh, is that gone now? Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it came off now.
Oh, this wheel's fucked. What have you chosen instead then?
I haven't.
Right, okay, this is going well. Yeah.
Well, if that comes up, he forfeits and we spin again.
We're
We're not having you have a free choice for the last one just because your stupid game isn't available.
That
right.
sounds fair, doesn't it? That sounds fair.
Oh, okay.
If it comes up as that, then
How
then
about
it's
FIFA then?
Or Fall Guys.
Oh, good God!
As
God.
Fall Guys could be the default one.
Wreckfest.
No, we didn't. We're not
Wreckfest.
doing Wreckfest again.
Oh, God no.
Oh no! Yeah, we did it at the start. Sorry.
And the new game I've chosen is a game called Tricky Towers.
Ooh.
Oh, I know though. It's like you balance the Tetrisy kind of thing. Excellent.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like it could be
Awesome.
fun.
What
That is
platform's
good.
that
It's a good
on?
game.
Is that PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation now.
Hmm.
It was a PS Plus as well.
Okay, that's interesting. So that's the one you've added to it. Okay, so
Yes.
so it's just not AO Tennis. I mean, AO Tennis is going to be such a disappointing end to the season, which should basically hand Mr. Yarwood the trophy. Not to say that we should that you should fix it, Dave, by not videoing it, but.
Well, I'm just going to video. Well, my laptop camera isn't working, so I'm going to film it on my phone
Okay.
now, and I'm going to spin it now. So you'll get the audio of the wheel spinning. I will submit the video.
That's exciting.
I'll submit the video afterwards. Once I've potentially refilmed it, if I have to, I don't know. We'll see what it lands on.
If you have to refilm it.
Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
How many times is he? He's going to be there all night filming it. He'll never come up with Tricky Towers. He'll be there for 6 hours.
Right.
It'll be
Per spin.
all light outside and the birds will be tweeting. I was like, when did you film this, Dave?
Right. I'll film it now then, and I'll spin it. You only got the audio this month, boys. You'll have to use your imagination. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Let's reveal the wheel. Reveal. Reveal that wheel. Let's reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. No, I'm not. Sorry, no, I'm not going to cheat. No, I'm not going to cheat.
No.
Right. I'm going to start. I'll spin it, and then I'll sort like the FaceTime out afterwards because we'll have time.
Face chat. Dave's new invention.
Face chat. Right. I'll start spinning now.
This is great radio, by the way. I've got to
Okay.
say. Oh, where can it land?
Oh, it's
Where's it
spinning.
gonna
Oh,
go?
look at how shit that wheel is.
Ooh.
Oh,
Where?
wow. Feat of modern engineering.
Right. I've just given it a massive spin.
Okay.
Thought he was about to say a massive shit, but okay.
Okay.
Just done a massive shit.
We can hear it struggling in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rubbing slightly.
Is that because your finger's in the way, trying to make it stop on Tricky Towers, or?
Some of the games are not named correctly. So, for example, Sonic Mania is still up there, but we'll call that AO Tennis.
Yeah, I'm just checking that it's not. It's still going, even though it has loads of resistance. It's rubbing against something.
I've basically invented perpetual motion.
Yeah, it is good. I see you've literally made no effort. There's been no introduction of it. That's where your camera's not working. It's just, all I can see is a discarded can.
To be honest, mate,
you've given up.
The last time I did it, I genuinely thought that was the last wheel.
Yeah. So the last time,
the last episode 11, I thought that was it.
Yeah, of course, because 11 episodes was always what we were going to do. And it's struggling. What is that, Dave? What is it? It's speeding up again.
There's a couple of minutes left yet.
What?
Oh, wait.
Oh, it literally looks like someone's cheating.
Right, Atari Flashback Classics. There we go.
Yes, it is. What a way!
No, I've actually got to pick the game itself.
I don't believe that.
I'm not subscribed. I'm not. Hang on, no, I'm not subscribed to PS Now. It's my subscription lapse, so I need to sort it out for a month. So I need to figure that one out. But it might be something like Centipede. You know, the most scored or something. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, so we'll sort it out.
Is it? Have you not got access to that game anymore, Stu? Is that what you just said?
No.
Well, I mean,
no. But I'll get access to it. Don't you worry. I will sort
surely
it
it can't be more than $7.99.
It's not a problem. I'll sort it out.
There you go. We'll be setting up a GoFundMe page for Stuart Whitehouse's free access to PlayStation Now if you'd like to contribute. So he can have another fourth place. We should. If we introduce points for fourth place, you would have a lot more points.
Oh God, tell me.
You would.
I am the Neely. Like James is the if. I'm Neely.
Well, okay. Well, that is exciting. I've got it's mine to lose. I feel now the skipping challenge and 1970s video gaming. Rock on.
Grim.
Awesome.
Grim. All right. Well,
It's going to be awesome.
Well, Dave, have you had any thoughts on if we do a season 2, what the wheel is? I mean, you have absolutely had enough of the wheel, haven't you? So that wheel is now being retired. So
I would like to point out again that when we started doing this, the agreement was we would take it in turns.
Turns.
That wasn't the agreement at all.
I can't remember that agreement.
It was.
You were so good at it, Dave, that
which you all agreed to. You all said, "Yeah, brilliant." I did it the first month, and then you all said, "Oh, Dave, why don't you just do it?"
Because it was that good.
We all know that our jobs are: I do the videos, Stu does the editing, Duane does all the real life challenges, James just practice games,
cheats,
and you do the wheel.
Yeah, I'll. It won't be a wheel, but I'll come up with something else for next season, whatever it is.
Next season, everybody, there is a season 2. It's happening.
It's happening.
Everybody heard it here.
Well, let's get
season finale 2024. Excellent.
Let's get
That's
exactly. Our seasons are 18 months long, so sue us, Joe. Right. Okay. So I think that concludes today's podcast, and the only thing to do is to get the duster out, spray it on the knob, and give it a good polish.
I shall do that straight away.
Give us the housekeeping.
Right, so just simply in Google or whatever preference search engine you like, just type the LoGGBox, and that's 2 G's in log. And we're normally at the top of the search, so we're mainly active on Facebook.
And unless there's been some nefarious sites that have decided to pick up on the LoGGBox.
That's true, yeah.
Being outranking
us,
but
yeah, to be fair, we have been a bit lax on the Facebook at the moment. So, but like, it's just that real life gets in the way. People are busy and whatever. So we're trying to post as much as we can. And there's been a couple of streams as well, which Dave has done, and Rich, and I think Duane, you've done some streams as well, have you?
I did a
Elden
stream
Ring?
with Rich this morning.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, and hopefully I'll be streaming some Horizon. So we'll see what's going on there. So obviously just keep it on there. If you want to send us an email, it's TheLoggBox@gmail.com. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, it's all TheLoggBox as well. YouTube, just search for TheLoggBox, you'll find us on there. And that's it. We always try and post on Facebook, so you'll know exactly what's going on. So. Facebook.
It's like it's like chat, face chat and VoiceBook. We'll be launching our own social platforms, VoiceBox and face chat. Enjoy.
Face chat and snap time. Excellent.
Exactly. Yeah, all right. Well, awesome.
Twintagram.
Awesome. All right, okay. Well, that is a wrap, guys. And we onwards and upwards, real life challenge in the next episode. Look out for an F1 podcast in between now. Don't forget to sign up for the invitation on Facebook. And great to see you guys again. And goodbye.
Bye.
Play ball.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.